Your name is Larry Laffer. You've arrived in beautiful Lost Wages without luggage. The airline lost it. Without a hotel reservation, you forgot to get one. And without a clue. You've never had one. You exit the cab. The hot, dry air of Lost Wages hits you in the face like a hard slap. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. After your cab ride, you may be low on funds, but you've got the looks, the lines, and the leisure suit. You're in town to find true love. And if you happen to get lucky along the way, that's okay. After all, you're nearly 40.
And still untouched by human hands. Look out, ladies! I'm finding love tonight!
This sign identifies the bar as Lefties, where people drink liberally. Somebody's offering a reward for the return of a lost Bernese mountain lion. And a local band called Rosella and the Iceman is opening for the Captain and Tennille next week. Nobody has dropped any change on the sidewalk. If you want money, you'll either have to sell yourself for sex or gamble.
So, let's get gambling!
This is the famous portrait, Mona Little Louder. It appears to be advertising something.
Something must be behind that door.
Nothing escapes your keen powers of deduction. This sleazy bar gives you the creeps. Fortunately, the creeps are all ignoring you. That's either a moose or the world's biggest mutant jackalope. One of Lefty's conquests? Whoever decided that darts is the perfect game for drunks deserves a medal. You wonder how many Noggas had to give their all just to decorate this sleazehole. This sleazy bar gives. Fortunately, the creeps are all ignoring you. These video slot machines make it all too easy. At least when you had to pull a big handle, you got to work for your losses. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. The one with the bottomless gut is Michael Hirschman. He's been coming to Lefty's for years, bending the elbow and running up a classically huge bar tab. He just paid it back, which is partly the reason Lefty's is open tonight.
Yeah? What's up?
I was just looking for women.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. It's pretty much a sausage fest here. I mean, I'm pretty, but not that pretty, if you know what I mean.
I sure do.
No, you don't. What's a hot babe like that doing in a miserable, smelly, broken-down joint like this?
Hey, Bub, just keep that kind of narration to yourself.
What's a hot...
Hey, Bub!
You must be tired. You've been running through my mind all day.
I know, but you keep following me anyway.
So, Michael, you know any good pickup lines?
I don't need lines. I speak from the heart and my mouth.
You? or a Renaissance man?
He looks like someone from your distant past, but you just can't put your finger on him.
Good thing, too.
That's Jordan Lee. He's here frequently, and they say he shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Curiously, in Florida, Arizona, and Montana, just to watch him die is a valid legal defense against homicide.
Hey, loser! Wanna go get into some serious fucking trouble?
Hey! No.
That's a shame. I know some major going down tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
That sounds boss.
No, it doesn't. The gentleman filling his face is Tom King, a regular at Lefty's and the kind of guy you love to have with you at the movies, so you don't have to talk to him for 2 hours.
Looking at me? Can't blame you, actually. I got that handsome, roguish look. It's a curse. But hey, you know what I mean, right?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you know lots of handsome guys in my situation.
This international bon vivant, Francois de Quitte, is one of Lefty's big investors. And being from Europe, he's extremely cool.
Wow, you're cool.
I know, right? It's almost too cool how cool I am, n'est-ce pas?
Ooh, and you speak Klingon, too.
No, I don't think so.
I resent your chiseled features, your height, and your easygoing, laid-back demeanor. Can I have your life?
No, I have too much cool to fit into that little body.
How's it hanging?
By the angle of the dangle and the heat of the meat. Ha ha ha!
Classy. I guess people don't mess around with you.
They misjudge me. For instance, just because I know 1001 ways to inflict pain on the human body doesn't mean I like to hurt people.
I suddenly have to go.
And I get that a lot.
You've really got the boyish devil-may-care thing down, Tom. I'm jealous.
Well, it can't be learned.
Not a lot of ladies around here.
I know where we can find some sheep.
I'm not there yet.
You briefly, and for no apparent reason, flash Michael. He looks down at your setup.
Well, that's half your problem right there.
The whip-it-out suddenly approach has never worked for you, Larry. Not in any of the 40 or 50 times you tried it. Larry, have some decorum. You're in the presence of a master storyteller here. Given this guy's obvious taste for drama, why are you tempting fate? You stop before committing yourself to the act, as you have a feeling you'd end up on the losing end of the comparison. You drop trowel and display yourself to poor Francois.
Whoa, please, cover up.
Are you blown away by my massive manhood?
Not at all. The glare is hurting my eyes.
Lefty doesn't have time for any of your perverted contests. You take a seat on an available bar stool.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go, precariously balanced in an open shot glass. He smells like loneliness. Maybe that's why he seems so familiar. You inhale her scent.
I'm sorry to just blurt this out, but you smell absolutely incredible. It's as if your inner light is so serene and pure that your aura has its own sweet and almost hypnotic aroma.
I had tapioca for lunch.
You are in a dimly lit hallway. The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter fills the room, and a filthy drunk wearing filthy clothes sits on the filthy floor, leaning his filthy back against the filthy wall. It goes around in circles, just like your life. You didn't know Lefty was into boxing. It's an old sign from a loading zone. It's a beer sign, playing off the Bush Beer slogan, Bush Beer gives you great head, swallow after swallow. It's a girly lamp like you'd find in any swingin' bachelor's rumpus room. It's a poster of supermodel Sweet Cheeks Marie Bonds, a model with a thing for men in uniform. It's a poster of supermodel B. Wankmeister. For her work entertaining the troops, she earned the slogan, the face that erected 1,000,000 pup tents. This is one of those gag rifle displays. When you clap or press the button, the gun starts wiggling like a fish and then shoots you in the chest. It's a grouper. Its turn-ons include swimming at the beach, quiet times, and not being mounted on a plaque. There is a single lovely, long-stemmed red rose in a delicate bud vase standing incongruously on a keg. He is a poor little lamb who has lost his way, and also his bladder control. You deftly pluck the rose from the vase and carry it with you.
Hey, don't touch your merchandise. I'm not your cabin boy anymore.
He must have an interesting past. Wanting to be humane to the drunk, you clap him firmly on the shoulder, stroke his head, pat his hand, and get up close to him.
So tell me, how are you doing?
Oh, thanks for asking, buddy. I'd be just great if only my impetigo would clear up.
You reel back at the putrid stench of the offensive bum who can probably hear every word we're saying about him. You proudly display your member to the drunk.
Is that your wiener?
Yep.
Wow, I've never seen an innie before. That hit the spot. You know, you must be my only friend in the whole world. So I'm gonna give you my only possession, all I got in the world. Besides, what's a guy like me need with a coaster? I mean, what am I, high society? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
It's a puzzle. See if you can decode it yourself. Piles of magazines sit on the floor. Piles of magazines. Buried under the usual skin mags are some real collector's items. One of them is juicy Japanese and Jewish. These cartons of asbestos ceiling tiles were in a flood, so they're moldy and caked with dried sewage. You can't get closer to death in a box. Why look, some woman removed her diamond ring to wash her hands and forgot to take it with her. Score!
Yeah, baby.
You turn on the hot tap. Immediately, steam starts to chug from the spigot. Technically, steam is invisible. This is water vapor, but nobody likes a narrating smartass. You notice some writing in the mirror.
Ken sent me. That could be important. I'll have to remember it.
You grab a scrap of toilet paper and, cleverly chewing one of your fingernails to the quick, you scrawl the words "Ken sent me" in blood on the paper. You turn off the hot tap and the mist slowly clears. My, aren't we the little sicko today? You pee into the toilet. Great, you hit the top, the seat, the tank, everything but the bowl. You grab an ancient copy of Flutter, the magazine of nude skydiving, and settle in to sit and think. You feel a great relief. What's that aroma? Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user. Don't do it, Larry. Too late. The toilet begins to fill. Realizing your mistake, you quickly jiggle the handle, attempting to stem the onrushing tide of water. As the water reaches your head, your life flushes before your eyes. You doze briefly. Turns out, a flush beats everything. Sometimes good manners are a bad idea, eh, Larry?
Jeez, did something die in there?
Hey, dork, you got toilet paper stuck to your shoe. Ha ha ha.
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
You read off the strange password you discovered in the John.
Ken sent me?
Ah, you recognize this setup from a number of art films you've viewed. The gentleman before you is basically working the front desk. His employee is upstairs, waiting to provide quick expert services to a discriminating clientele.
Well, someone's gotta say it. That's one handsome moose ass.
If you only had a dime for every time you said that. That's some impressive tale. Lefties used to have bowls of free nuts at the bar, provided by These Nuts, TM, in exchange for promotional consideration. Note, the TM trademark symbol is a registered trademark of Trademark Registry, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Copyright Registered Trademarks, LLC. Someone still has some unpacking to do. You can't believe all the crap Lefty collects. The old clattering teeth trick really breaks the ice at parties, especially if you party with a lot of 6-year-olds. It's the head of a cock. What? What did I say? Whoever shaved this pussy didn't finish the job. It's one of those tasteful calendars that the tool companies put out. This old TV is in sad shape. The on-off and channel dials are missing. How can you even turn it on? Since nobody seems to be using it, you glom the remote.
Yeah, baby.
On a stand in the corner is the infamous butt bottle, introduced in 1972 by Lowbrow Beverage Company as packaging for their first flavored vodka. The less said about that vodka, the better. That's would-be recording artist and full-time pimp, Prodigious P. He seems to be looking at the TV with frustration. I wonder what the artist was getting at.
What's happening, man?
Just hanging out.
What's upstairs?
Nothing you'll ever get to see.
Why? What is it?
It's a woman, little man, and she's too much for you. You're not getting by me. Just put it out of your head.
Well, that just makes me want to go up there even more, right? Makes me want to figure out a way to get past you.
You're new at this, aren't you?
There's a cabinet filled with a wide variety of sex toys, no doubt for the use of customers. The cabinet appears to be locked tight with a combination lock. Bingo! You use the combination on the coaster to quietly unlock the cabinet. You dispose of the evidence by tossing the coaster behind the cabinet, where it's unlikely to be found for thousands of years.
I'll never forget that number. It's burned into my memory, I think. Wait, what was it? 4 something, right?
There's an unlocked cabinet in the room filled with a wide variety of sex toys, no doubt for the use of customers. The cabinet is unlocked. Were you looking for something? Yes. Score 1 battery-operated, sleek, slightly sticky personal massager. You aim the remote at the TV and push the power button. Don't make me wistful. You wouldn't like me when I'm wistful. You've managed to turn on the TV. You've caught Prodigious P's attention, but he doesn't seem interested enough in the program to leave his post by the stairs. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button. Hey, don't touch your knob. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Another boring game show. Prodigious P doesn't seem interested enough in the program to leave his post by the stairs. You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They're actual litigants with a case pending in California Municipal Court.
Another boring, real-life white trash catfight show. Prodigious P... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
And thank you for your support. You've been a brick through this whole thing.
Another boring commercial for wine coolers. Prodigious... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
What you talking about, Willis?
Another boring sitcom. Prodigious P... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
Please have your pet spayed, neutered, or both, just to be safe.
Another boring appeal to common decency. Prodigious... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
I love this razor so much, I bought the company. And this railroad. And 2 United States senators.
Another boring infomercial. Prodigious P... You aim the remote at the TV and push the channel button.
Yes! Yes! Pull it out a little deeper.
Huh?
All right. But this is wrong. For God's sakes, I am your accountant.
Then give it to me 32% harder.
It's a good thing that you did that, Larry. A very good thing. You sort of wished him into the porn field, didn't you? You carefully sneak the remote into Prodigious P's pocket, since you won't be needing it anymore. The TV is showing what appears to be a poorly cast after-school special. The cheerleader with the pigtails seems to be at least 40. By finding some must-see TV, you've successfully distracted Prodigious P. With Prodigious P presently preoccupied, you're able to proceed. This must be the place.
Just so you know, if you're into Peking duck play, I need 24 hours advance notice. That's the first breath I've smelled on any man since that video game players convention came through town. Ugh.
Yeah, baby.
Ah.
Why, it's the Grand Tetons, of course. The floor of the apartment is littered with remnants of food, sex, and other assorted vices. A box of Hershey's French Kisses sits on the table. The underwear isn't edible, but it still looks chewed on. Now that's enthusiasm, or just nervous energy. or vermin. You start to pick up the candy.
What are you doing with that?
I'm sorry. Did you want it?
Sure, I wanted it. That's my candy.
Are you sure? It might help me find true love.
Well, I am a sucker for true love. Sure, what the heck. Take it. Take it and go find yourself some true love.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, baby.
The woman on the bed looks joyless, overweight, sallow, and kinda mean. She's either a hooker or a nun.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, I'm not in the rough trade. Do you wanna get busy? You can start by taking off your clothes.
Holy cow. She's a hot mess. Without the heart.
How old are you anyway?
23.
You stare deeply into the hooker's eyes and speak from the heart.
So, I don't suppose the last customer left any time on his meter.
Sorry, hun. It don't work that way.
Do you offer a money-back guarantee?
I guarantee complete satisfaction once. If you want to be completely satisfied again, we can talk about a bulk discount.
Do you offer a money-back guarantee?
I guarantee complete satisfaction once. If you want to be...
Do you do double coupons? Or competitors' coupons? Or anything with coupons?
No. Too much paperwork. Come back next week when Katishu is here. I think she takes coupons.
Who?
Katishu. Katishu.
Gesundheit. Are you running any specials today?
You missed this week's circular, honey. It's Teacher Appreciation Week. Half off for all our brave school teachers. You a school teacher?
Not really. I sell software.
Great. Another geek in the software industry. Hurry up, hon. After you and a couple other guys, it's time for a change of sheets.
Let's talk about something else.
Do we have to?
So, laying down on the job, eh?
Hey, in ballet and prostitution, they call this first position.
Let's get to know each other. I think it's important that we establish a rapport and really try to connect on an emotional level before we connect on a physical level. That should lead to greater satisfaction, don't you think?
Why are you still talking?
You must meet a lot of interesting people.
I wouldn't know.
So, if you do this for a living all day, do you actually enjoy sex?
Yeah, it's great. It's terrific. You're the best I've ever had, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, can we get this show on the road?
What do you say I take you away from all of this?
All of what?
You and I could run away together. I could take you on a trip around the world.
Sweetie, I do that 20 times a day.
I'm sure I can make you happy.
You want to make me happy? Do your business and get out. I've got fingernails that are overdue for a chewing.
Okay, forget running away together. I guess that's all I wanted to know. What a fascinating life you must lead.
Must I?
I still want to get to know you better. You must live a fascinating life.
Must I?
I guess that's all I wanted to know.
Must I?
Okay, I feel more comfortable with you now. So, let's get to it.
Forgive me if I'm not as enthusiastic as you are.
Your breath smells so clean and fresh.
Thank you. I have an air freshener on my necklace.
Your arms smell really sweaty.
I use my patented pincer hold on my client's thorax. It's a lot of exertion.
Your skin smells like peaches and cream.
Yeah, I fell in the supermarket yesterday.
This bed smells rancid.
Yeah, I had a homeless guy earlier today.
Homeless? And he bought a hooker?
Yeah, I do some pro bono work.
Obviously.
Don't be shoving that thing in my face. What am I, a hooker? Oh, right. None of that. I end up with this unsightly rash around my neck.
Ooh, tell me more.
Water sports is extra.
You strip off your jacket. You strip off the rest of your clothes. You hop into bed with the hooker.
Ooh. Yes! Yes! Nope.
Although successful, you feel less than satisfied. Technically speaking, you're no longer a virgin, but for some reason the thrill just wasn't. The woman on the bed looks joyless over. She's either a hooker or a nun. You put all your clothes back on. Suddenly, you feel an uncomfortable twinge. The twinge grows into a pang. The pang grows into a pain in the wang. Then there's this slightly bursting and dying sensation. Didn't your mother ever teach you not to go out in the rain without wearing your lubbers? The lady upstairs is a human petri dish.
He's alive! Alive!
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
You read off the strange password you discovered in the John.
Ken sent me?
You open the window and climb out onto the fire escape. There's a window down below. Some sort of pill bottle is visible behind it. They're on the other side of that closed window. You'll have to find a way to get down to them. Say, you might have a new career in dumpster diving.
Hey, look at this!
You pop up with one perfectly good hammer with just a little bit of mystery goo on the handle.
Yeah, baby.
Taxi!
Yeah, baby.
Hey Mac, where you headed? That'll be an even 20. Thanks, kid.
Caesar's phallus was erected in 1964 and is a long-standing member of the Chamber of Commerce. It makes massive endowments to local charities, and it's always jumping with excitement. Through the years, it has helped provide a livelihood for hundreds of call girls. That's Nama, the demon goddess of prostitution, or possibly the sculptor's ex-wife. Congratulations, Larry. You finally found a woman who will never press charges.
Oh my God! I think I'm in love. Wow! As the kids say these days, hubba hubba and bubba ba boom!
Larry, wipe your chin. You're drooling again.
Ah! He's obviously a tourist. Look how he's dressed. So schlumpy and out of place.
This is unusual composition for fine art, but the artist evidently understood that the purpose behind the painting is to distract the casino's male players. Or maybe he just likes boobies. That's a portrait of Jason Z. Caesar, founder of Caesar's Phallus. They say he was a really big dick.
I wonder what bingo parlor she wandered out of.
Larry, that could be you in 20 years, or much, much sooner.
Oh man, that hair is so 70s.
By cutting off the top of the model's face and bringing focus to her chest, the artist is making the statement that people are unnaturally fixated on secondary sex characteristics to the exclusion of more expressive and humanizing features. Or maybe he just likes boobies. That's a portrait of... They say he was a really...
Hey baby, are you from the Caribbean?
No, why?
'Cause Jamaican me crazy.
Oh, that's cute. How you made a pun using the name of a country. Let me see if I can do that. Your attempt to pick me up is rail pathetic. It makes me think you don't have a Bahrain in your head.
That's, pretty good.
Now leave me alone, turkey.
So, hiya baby. I hope you own a black cat, because I'd like to get familiar with you.
Wow! I've never heard that one before. That is really cool.
Thank you. Then let's blow this pop stand and take this party downside.
I can't. The Lost Wages basketball team is coming over later, and I promised I'd do them first. Maybe some other time. You're cute in a really Patsy Weber kind of way.
Oh, you mean Anson Williams?
Who's that?
The guy who plays Patsy Weber?
What do you mean, plays?
You really can pick 'em, can't you, Larry?
Any luck on that machine?
Yes. All bad. If I wasn't on the casino's board of directors, I probably wouldn't even bother playing.
Hello, ma'am. How are the slots treating you today?
Get bent, loser.
Excuse me. Did I say something to offend you?
Cram it.
Am I disturbing your rhythm or something?
Yes. And your breath smells like a sea urchin died in your mouth, and you tried to cover up the rotten stink with lemon pledge.
You're fun. You don't look like you're having much fun. I know. I should go back to my regular job. What's your regular job? I sell software. I'm just in Lost Wages to try to find true love. Tell me about it. I just did. So, like, are you some sort of counterculture type? Rebelling against injustice by symbolically giving the man the finger with your freakish hairstyle?
Nah, I just like pissing off my mom.
You approach the dude and sniff surreptitiously a few times.
Sorry, man. I don't have any of that stuff on me.
You give the man a good hearty whiff.
What is that? Probably my breath freshener. Sometimes I worry that I use too much. Am I using too much? No, you're using the perfect amount. Thanks. So are you, by the way. Your breath smells great. It's a pleasure to speak to someone who really cares about their breath. I agree. Yeah.
Get a room, you two. You give the old lady a sniff.
You smell like mothballs and Pepto-Bismol.
That's my perfume. Evening in assisted living.
He smells like sweat, pigskin, and money. Something manly, competitive, and territorial stirs within. A feeling wholly unfamiliar to you. You lean in close and sniff.
Cut it out. Kai.
Before she knows what you're doing, you sneak in a quick lick.
Do that again and I'll snap your tongue like a twig.
My tongue doesn't snap.
It does after I pull it out of your face and keep it in the freezer overnight.
You're twisted. I like that.
You like anything that breathes.
You're perceptive. I like that too.
It's one of the casino's infamous blackjack terminals, where we guarantee the odds are you'll have a great time. not one of the buttons that... That's not one of the buttons that makes this device operate. You show your goods to the babe.
Oh, it's like a toy one. How cute.
You flash Rodney.
All power to you, man. Takes a lot of guts for an American male to stay uncircumcised these days.
But I am circumcised.
Oh, maybe you should have that looked at.
I don't know what the hell that is, but it sure needs ironing.
A long time ago I had one that looked just like that.
You unzip in front of the dude.
Oh man, why'd you have to do that? You're making me nauseous. I just ate at Wiener Schnitzel.
Now that's a fancy elevator. It looks sleek and brand new. It's some sort of laminated piece of paper.
Only important things get laminated.
You take the piece of paper.
Buffett, cool! I guess Jimmy Buffett is playing.
A bikini-clad diver is playing with Mr. Wiggles, occasionally grabbing his dorsal fin and going for a ride. You find yourself greatly envying the whale, a feeling wholly unfamiliar to you.
Taxi!
Hey, bud, where we going? The damage is $18, buddy. Thanks, kid.
This art gallery has been closed ever since...
You wouldn't happen to be fixed for wine, would you?
Yeah. Was that controversial or something? Nope.
All right. Be that way.
I could be that big and muscle-bound if I wanted to. I just don't want to is all. Now that's taste.
It's a fire plug.
You said plug.
You pee on the hydrant. A week later, another leisure-suited loser comes around, sniffs it, and runs off whimpering. Well done.
What is that? Your appendix?
Put that thing away before I kick it into your throat.
Easy, big guy. Putting it away. See?
Pass, please.
The bouncer takes the pass and scrutinizes it as closely as his overhanging brow will let him.
You're Rabbi Cornswig?
Of course.
Okay. Welcome to Club 69.
Thank you. Shalom.
Yeah, baby.
Right this way.
The music in here is loud enough to kill the herpes. The crowd in back is an impenetrable mass of throbbing humanity, but the vibe up front is casual and inviting. You resist the disco floor's hypnotic call. Come, dance on me. Make a fool of yourself for our entertainment pleasure. What a gorgeous mirror ball. You read recently about a rap singer who got a couple of those. Holy moly! There's enough champagne here to drown your roommate accidentally and pin it on this other guy who was leaving town anyway.
Hubba, hubba.
Is it just you, or is there a guy in that cage trying to escape? This sweet young thing certainly seems to be enjoying herself. This guy is the definition of living la vida loca. He's got the sexiest babes, the greatest booze, the hottest fashions, everything.
Hey dude, your narrator's got taste.
The tables here are littered with the flotsam of good times. Yes, Larry, she's stunning, but stop gaping at her and close your mouth. What, were you born in a barnasium? Her scent is incredibly intoxicating. It's like a mixture of clean skin and new carpeting.
Wow, your approach is refreshingly crude. Excuse me, I hope that wasn't a come-on.
Yeah, baby.
Her silken, honey-hued hair cascades in relaxed curls about her face. The image of a Venus flytrap flits through your mind for a moment, but you brush the thought away. Her slightly parted baby doll lips, her innocent but knowing expression, her perfect cheekbone structure. They're okay if you like that sort of thing.
Pardon me for saying, but you have a lovely figure.
I saw you looking at my breasts. That's okay. It's only natural. Besides, I'm proud of them. I'll stack them up against anybody else's.
Oh man, fun!
Fawn's arms are smooth, strong, and lithe.
Do you lift weights or something?
I use exercise bands mostly.
Play your cards right, Larry, and maybe you'll be able to do that.
I'd rather let her arms do the talking for both of us.
Excuse me?
Sorry, that wasn't supposed to be out loud.
They're already doing most of the talking.
Hiya, baby. What say you and I get it on?
Phew, Larry, you've really got your A-game tonight.
Get lost, creep.
Hey, Toots. My name is Larry. Larry Laugher.
Say, Larry, is that a Pez dispenser in your pocket? Or are you just lonely?
They're not mutually exclusive. Hey, sweetheart. What's your sign?
Octagonal. As in, stop?
I like that. You're fast.
No, I'm not fast, but I'm worth every minute of the wait.
Woohoo, Larry.
So, what's your name, beautiful?
Fawn.
Somehow you knew that.
I'd really like to get to know you better, Fawn. Just what kind of girl are you?
I'm just a girl who can't say no.
All right, Larry, this is what you've been waiting for.
To nice presents.
Oops.
How about we get out there on the dance floor, fool around a little, and we could dance some too.
I'm not sure, Larry. You see, I like a particular kind of man, and I don't know if you're the particular kind of man who ends up getting a particular kind of woman like me.
I'm not sure I follow you.
Ooh, she's resisting gently. It's a come on. Keep going, Larry. If anybody can screw this up, you can.
What if I take you away from here, Fawn, to someplace quiet? We could go to my place.
Assuming you had a place.
That sounds fun. Just as long as you're not cheap. I prefer men with means.
Means? What kind of means?
I like what any woman likes, Larry. I like flowers, I like sweets, I like jewelry. Can you get me those things, Larry? Can you get me everything I need to feel luxurious and free and totally ready to give you everything you've always dreamed of?
Everything?
And more. You see, I'll do anything for the right man, Larry. Anything. Are you the right man, Larry? Are you going to be the right man for me tonight?
Oh my.
She certainly has you standing at attention. Could Fawn be the one, Larry? Your one-way ticket to fulfillment?
Okay, baby. I'll be back soon with presents.
Oh, Larry, I just love diamonds. Oh, Larry, I just love candy. Oh, Larry, I just love roses. Oh, Larry, I just love your presents. Dance with me, you adorable fool.
And the crowd goes wild.
Larry, that was incredible. I've never done that with a man before. It was so exhilarating. Are you as turned on as I am?
Always.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I hope.
Then my answer is yes. Oh, God, yes. Yes, Larry, I will.
You will what?
Why, marry you, of course. After all, I could never be with a man who wasn't my husband. Only if we were together in the eyes of the entire world could I really give myself to you completely, utterly, heart, soul, and body. I'll also need $200 to reserve the honeymoon suite at Caesar's Palace. I'll wait for you here. Once you've got the money, we'll rush over to the wedding ready. And at long last, we can be husband and wife.
Holy cow, Larry. It looks like your dreams are about to come true.
Yeah, baby.
You give Fawn your wallet.
All right, $200. Thank you, my sweet. I'm going to the casino right now to reserve the honeymoon suite at Caesar's. Then I'll meet you at the wedding ready next to the casino. Don't be late, my love.
Fawn hands you back your wallet, $200 lighter, and rushes off. Congratulations, Larry. You're one step closer to connubial bliss.
Yeah, baby.
I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
I'm Adam, and these are my ladies. Taffy, Ruth, Mary Jane, Cadbury, Porcelana, and hey, where are Porcelana and Figurine?
They went to the bathroom.
Enjoy your evening, sir or madam.
He's overcome with sorrow at your departure. He's not saying it in words so much, but you can really tell from his expression. It's a payphone.
They'll never get rid of those.
Yeah, baby.
You pick up the phone, and to your delight, you get a dial tone. This thing must be set to free play.
Thank you for calling the 555-1234 Hot to Trot chat line. Now, swinging singles like you can chat one-on-one with other swinging singles, also like you. There's nothing hotter than guys who spend their Saturday nights at home, paying $2.99 a minute to make awkward small talk with invisible strangers, most of whom are other guys. You're also invited to call our psychic legal hotline. Press 2 now to get real legal advice from a psychic. Or press 3 now to get psychic readings from a real lawyer. Or press 4 now to connect with our tractor-trailer trekking institute. Find out how you can earn fast money driving big rigs for 48 hours straight on nothing but coffee and Slim Jims.
All lines are down for maintenance. Please try again later. Thank you.
The phone enclosure is permanently mounted to the light post. Just in case you missed it, this place is called the Come and Go. The pussy is avoiding you. Sound familiar? This window has seen 'em come and seen 'em go.
Welcome to the Come and Go. Please keep your hands where I can see them.
They carry condoms here, but they must be kept behind the counter. The rack contains a selection of popular candies, such as Wertner's highly questionable lentil toffee, Crunch and Scream dental chew, Carnage Patch Kids, and Lick-O-Maid inappropriately named dipping candy.
I like my beer like I like my women. Cheap, cold, and bitter.
It's Can-O-Chum, the meat and vegetable paste with 1,001 uses. Extruded at high speed for extra flavor. The shelves below are stocked with a variety of other canned household staples, such as crushed and heartbroken tomatoes, emasculated milk, and heavy syrup with peach bitlets. Look at the great articles in this issue of Biggins. Here's one about how to break into the windows of apartment buildings. Here's another about how to make your own perfume. This could be a valuable issue. You take the Biggins, the most interesting magazine of the bunch.
Yeah, baby.
These cans are all expired, just like the guy who invented the stuff and used to eat 3 cans a day. It's always very sad when someone so young dies from sudden unnamed gastric collapse. Look, it's your favorite brand of breath spray, along with other exciting trial-sized hygiene products. This display is filled with beef jerky, beef logs, beef nuggets, beef chips, beef butt plugs, beef magic markers, and beef-flavored 2-hour energy drink.
They say someday there'll be 3-hour energy drinks. Or even 4.
The Come and Go's checkout system automatically adds a 15% restocking charge to all purchases.
Well, after you buy something, we do have to stock a new one.
Here's a tip. You can always tell a fine wine by the picture on the box. If it shows wet grapes, it's the good stuff. Hardy Steen wine. I don't like it as much as Napa Valley Outhouse, but it is ebullient and syrupy.
Yeah, baby.
This area has a coffee pot, cups, stirrers, and other paraphernalia of the caffeine junkie. Fast food prices are posted here. None of what's listed interests you right now, although you might come back someday and try the all-you-can-survive poutine bowl. You can't do anything with this machine. It seems to be stuck in permanent demo mode. Fast food prices are posted here. He's a clerk at a convenience store, and he has the scars to prove it.
We are open 24 hours for all your unsavory needs.
You inhale the clerk's aroma. He smells of exotic herbs from faraway lands and underachieving deodorant.
We have no public bathrooms. If you absolutely must, please go in the alley, like everyone else. Let us be discreet about this. I understand you are interested in our birth control devices.
Yes, I'd like one of your finest prophylaxatives.
We have all manner of lubbers for your stooping pleasure. What sort of lubber are you preferring? What length would you like? What girth are you requiring? What texture would you like? What faux finish would you like? What excess capacity do you require? What sort of lubrication would you like? What sort of scent would you like? Certainly, sir. There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody! This perv just bought a steel-belted radial Vienna sausage, California redwood girth, Sharpay, brushed aluminum, Cincinnati fire hose capacity, extra picante, chicken Vesuvio scented blubber.
What a pervert!
This is not a lending library.
As opposed to some other kind of library?
You may not read that magazine until you have paid for it. Wait just a minute, Mr. Shoplifter. Come over here right this moment. Freeze! My aim is improving. Yay for me!
Larry, you've always said that shoplifters deserve to be put out of their misery.
Thank you. Now please leave. There is no loitering.
This window has seen 'em come and seen 'em go. Just in case you missed it, this place is called the Come and Go. Come and Go is just the latest name for this depressed corner store. It used to be the Snatch and Run, and before that it was Eaten Out. The criminals in town fondly refer to it as the Smash and Grab. Talking to that accomplishes nothing, but it's still more productive than talking to your mother.
Do you need any help?
Well, yeah. My name's Roddy Kontiki.
You don't need help. That's a great name.
Anyway, I'm in a 12-step program. I try never to be more than 12 steps from a liquor store. Like that? I made that up. Anyway, nobody'll sell me anything anymore, if you know what I mean. So if you happen to come across any semi-fine fermented beverages, I'd reward any generosity you'd care to show.
Okay. I'll remember that, Mr. Kontiki.
You will? Huh. I didn't give you enough credit. Oh, look. Harvey Steen wine. You shouldn't have. Thanks for thinking of me.
You're more than welcome.
Syrupy. And reminiscent of a Manischewitz Cream Red Concord. I think I'll share this with my friend Chris. Maybe you know the guy. Kinda this tall, about this wide, brownish hair.
I don't think I know him.
Used to be a cabin boy. Lives next to the toilet in Lefty's.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, here's a thank you from me to you. One of my prized possessions that I don't want. A genuine French Army knife.
Wow, thanks!
I wouldn't count on it in a fight, if you know what I mean. Thanks again.
You know, most guys look kind of shapeless and dumpy in a barrel, but this guy really carries it off.
Apple? Just $1.
I'll call you. Here's $1. I'll take an apple.
Thank you, sir. Here you go.
Yeah, baby. Taxi!
Hey, how come you're always alone when you get in my cab?
Just drive.
The damage is $18, buddy. Thanks, kid.
It's a small chapel with a tasteful little sign. Papers, cans, and even the occasional syringe give the curb a warm, welcoming feel.
Yeah, baby.
A man in a trench coat stands quietly nearby.
Hey, pal. Come on over here a second.
What you doing?
Just hanging out. I'll see yours, and I'll raise you both of mine.
You gonna stand there all night?
I'll stick it out as long as I can. Quit sniffing at me, you prevert. I'll see yours, and I'll raise you both of mine.
Yeah, baby.
The chapel is cool and placid inside. The lilting classical music and softly flickering candles give the room an air of serene, peaceful redundancy. In fact, it absolutely stinks of tranquility in here. Fawn is standing at the ready at the end of the room. Next to her is a man dressed like some sort of clergyman.
Larry, we're all ready for you. We do have one little thing to take care of, though. It's $100 for the marriage certificate, the ceremony, and the decorations.
The decorations are extra?
If you're too cheap to spring for them, I'll just take them down.
Larry, no decorations?
No, leave them up. I'll take care of it.
Of course you will, Larry. After all, how often does a man who isn't Larry King get married? The pews are cordoned off with decorative ribbons. This is to prevent anyone from actually using the pews, which might then require that they be cleaned or otherwise tended to. A holy glow emanates from the beautiful stained acrylic windows. Those new PFL's, penile fluorescent lights, get very bright and generate a lot of heat, but they burn out quickly. These were stolen from the Liberace Museum. Fawn's expression seems to be a mixture of impatience and boredom.
Is that what breathless anticipation looks like?
The minister is none other than Jimmy Ted Braggart himself, direct from his megachurch to your marriage ceremony, with brief stops at the debtor's prison, the William Morris Agency, and a liquor store. He appears to be having a little trouble with the floor's persistent steadiness.
Hot dog! Now we're ready to knock this thing out.
Finally!
You all settle into basic position. A hush falls over the players at home.
Barely beloved. Sorry, let me restart that. Merely beloved.
Jim?
Sorry, sweetie. You know how I get. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man and this woman. Blah, 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 blah. Do you, Lance Lassiter, take this woman?
It's Larry? Larry Laffer?
I thought you said...
Just go.
Do you, Larry Laffer, take this woman? Blah, blah. Sickness and hell forsaken and the rest.
I do.
Do you, Fawn Forschwanger?
Forschwanger?
Take this man to be your blah, 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 honor and comfort and bail?
Right. I mean, I do.
You've got the ring.
I have to have another ring?
No. I've already got the ring. Keep this thing moving.
Then by the power invested in me, Jimmy Ted hereby declares you done and done. Congratulations. Pleasure doing business with you. I'm headed down to the wine cellar. It's inventory time again. Employees only. I'm sure y'all understand.
Fawn throws her arms around you and almost kisses you.
Oh, Larry. Isn't it romantic?
What's she talking about? Did something romantic happen here by mistake?
I'll meet you at the honeymoon suite, Larry. Ready to give you my all, my everything, my very soul. Don't keep me waiting. I can't wait to take advantage of you.
She's not done with that yet? Well, congratulations, Larry. You're a married man. Time to get over to the honeymoon suite and hang a sign on the door. Gone consummatin'. As new and cool as the elevator looks, the machinery was never quite the same after the aquarium broke. You step into the elevator and look at the fine selection of floors. It must be the honeymoon suite.
Is that you, Larry? Larry.
It sure is, baby.
Come on in. I'm ready for you.
Yeah, baby.
You walk into the honeymoon suite. Your blushing bride is waiting for you.
Hello, Larry. You're here at last. Forgive me if I'm a little shy. I've never been with a man who meant so very, very much to me.
Excellent!
Larry, we're married now. No more talk. No more dancing. It's time for you and me to consummate. I just need some music or something, you know? Let's make the mood even more perfect.
Technically, that's not possible.
Shut up. I mean, don't be that way, oopsie-poopsie.
Your new bride is present. Try not to show your psychotic side. Fawn is watching you expectantly. This ornate mirror has very faint gold lettering at the bottom, reading number 5 in Horn Dog series. Wow, how did they know? This 1965 Cat McMullen sculpture is entitled, "I Told You I Didn't Want to Try That Tonight." Is it a coincidence that this cactus is an angiosperm? There's a box of tissues on the counter. This was back before they were impregnated with aloe or lotion, when a tissue wasn't afraid to be a tissue. Look, you can see the Lost Wages Mall from up here. It's got over 40 great shops and boutiques, including Goin' Postal, Urban Counterfeiters, Ear Infection Pagoda, Poetry Barn, Old Naval, and Things Remaindered. You're beginning to notice a theme to the room's decor. The heart-shaped bed was invented by Dr. Christopher Hong in 1928 with the assistance of his conjoined twin, Mongo. Coincidentally, this painting is called number 4 in Horn Dog series. It's one of those replica old-timey radios. You tweak the radio dial. There's nothing but static on this station. You tweak the radio dial. You tweak the radio dial.
Jeez, why can't they make a radio that gets stations at all these little numbers?
Yeah, baby.
We'll be back to our commercial-free 4-hour Barbra Streisand marathon after this commercial message.
I don't understand that.
How many times has this happened to you? You've just gotten married, and you forgot to get the perfect bottle of wine for your honeymoon. Don't ask the hotel to send up their finest bottle of rotten, overpriced garbage. Don't settle for trashy boxed wine they sell at the convenience store. The taxi driver will probably drink it all and you'll end up in a fiery crash. Don't let that happen to you. Call Snappy Liquors. We deliver anywhere, anytime in 5 minutes or less. How do we do it?
That's what I'd like to know.
Simple. We buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you.
That doesn't answer the question.
So call now, 555-8039. That's 555-8039. Liquor quick with Snappy Liquors. And now, back to more Barbara.
Fawn turns off the radio.
I thought you wanted music.
Larry, wine would be even better than music. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Go order us some of that wine, Larry. Please? It'll make everything absolutely perfect for our, connubial joining.
That's so romantic. Right away, dearest.
Yeah, baby.
Jeez, it's good to be back on solid ground.
Apples for sale. Get your fresh apples here, only $1.
Taxi!
You again? Oh, Sal and Dispatch must be playing a nasty trick on me. That'll be an even 20. Thanks, kid.
Hello, Snappy Liquor Delivery. We deliver liquor in a snapper.
Yes, I just heard your ad on the radio, and I'd like to purchase some fine wine.
Where do you want it delivered?
The honeymoon suite at Caesar's Palace, please, and step on it.
All of our fine wines have been stepped on, sir. That's why they're fine.
Oh, very sophisticated.
And your order has been processed. We'll send one of our hottest young men immediately. Thanks for calling.
What did he mean, hottest?
Yeah, baby.
Hello. Welcome to the National Quickie Sex Survey Hotline. Please answer the following questions. I may have something wonderful waiting for you. First, a few questions about you. What is your name?
Larry. Larry Laffer?
Ooh, your name is...
Larry. Larry Laffer.
What a sweet name. So tell me...
Larry. Larry Laffer.
What is the best part of your body? Oh, I so love a man with a manly one of those. And...
Larry. Larry Laffer.
What is your favorite X-rated video? Mine too. I just love that part with the sex. Now, tell me your favorite article of clothing. Oh,
Larry. Larry
I can just picture you in it. Now, a few questions about your favorite lover.
Larry. Larry
What is your favorite sex partner's first name? What's the best part of his or her anatomy? What is his or her sexiest article of clothing? What's his or her favorite naughty toy? And where do you two most enjoy making love? Yeah, me too. And finally, what do you and your lover like to do when you're together? Thank you for participating. Your answers really turned me on.
Larry. Larry
Your prize is...
Looks like they hung up on you. Oh well, it was probably a bummer prize anyway.
You've reached the offices of Sierra Off-Ramp, the world's greatest game publisher. Press 1 to speak to our hint department, where you can get the sexiest game hints for only $4.99 a minute. Press 2 to speak to our hot tech support department. Having trouble inserting your floppies? Want to mount a new hard drive? Help is just $5.99 a minute away. Press 3 to speak to upper management. Is your stock in the tank due to financial malfeasance? Want to arrange a leveraged buyout and snatch our assets? Now you can speak to one of our hot board members for only $6.99 a minute.
Sorry, we're closed. Thanks for your business.
Hello?
Yeah, baby.
The phone enclosure is permanently mounted.
Taxi!
What the hell have you been eating? Rotten corpse with 40 cloves of garlic? Where am I taking you now? $17, pal. Thanks, kid.
Oh, that's lethal.
The diver holds her nose and points to your mouth. Wow, Larry, your bad breath is even penetrating the aquarium walls.
Come on in. I'm ready for you. Oh, Larry, it's you. I thought it was that cute young delivery boy again.
What does she mean by that? Oh well, you decide to let it pass. After all, this is your wedding night.
For you.
Enchanté.
Here's to us.
Here's to you, Larry.
All right, Larry. The stars have aligned. Love is all around. Life's sweetest reward. The sun is gonna surely shine. Now use those 3 words every young woman in love longs to hear.
Larry, that's so unromantic. A lady likes a smooth approach. Remember that.
But you're married. You'll never need to approach another woman again. Right?
How about now?
Yes, Larry. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
Goody!
Are you relaxed, my love?
Yes!
Are you ready for me?
Yes! Oh, yes!
Then, let's get ready to rumble! Come on, Matt, doesn't go that way. Get that out of the way. You're a slippery little thing, aren't you?
What happened?
That was great for me. How was it for you?
Is that it?
That's it. Thanks for everything, Lance.
It's Larry.
Thanks for the ring, the candy, the money, the this, the that, the contents of your wallet. You did forget to pay me for the wine.
Oh.
I left you a few bucks. I'm not totally heartless. Just mostly. And thanks for the wine, and oops, you got me monologuing. See you later, sucker.
Fawn? Sweetheart?
A lesser man would be torn to shreds by this turn of events. But not you, Larry. You've got optimism. You've got resilience. You've got to find a way out of here. Very clever, Larry. You managed to work your knife out of your pants and use it to slice the bungees until... Well done, Larry. You're free. You quickly dress. Now you're feeling ready to go back out and conquer the world. Again. The cheap knife broke in the process, so you dispose of it as any responsible gamer would do. You dispose of the cord you cut through and save the other 3 for some sort of demented shenanigans.
Yeah, baby.
That's not one of the buttons that makes this device operate. That's not one of the buttons. There's some discarded clothing in the bushes. It looks like a pair of workman's coveralls.
Maybe the West Polynesian dongcatcher ate them.
You take the coveralls out of the bushes.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This was painted by Colin Merlot, a really lousy cubist. This was painted by famed artist Heather Hutchinson during her "You're just jealous 'cause I've got these" phase. This was painted by famed artist Dakin Moriarty, late in his second obsessed with butts phase. This was painted by well-known Sicilian artist Joseph Parisi. It's entitled, "I just saw this outside my office window. Damn."
Private. I like where this is going.
There's no answer and the door is locked.
Here, this is for me. Well, how nice. Thank me. I'm welcome.
You give yourself a quick pat down.
Got my wallet, got my breath spray, and I'm filled with Vitamin Larry. Come and get me, ladies.
There's still no answer. If you want to get in, you'll have to find a way to unlock it. The key fits in the lock. You turn the bolt and the door easily opens. See how that works there?
Yeah, baby.
You walk through a maze of twisty little passages, all alike, until finally you walk through an archway and into...
Holy guacamole!
With the humidity at about 150%, your leisure suit immediately wilts sadly. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you.
Au contraire, Pierre. The humidity will make my suit cling to my body and show off my physique.
The bins look like they contain little dead fish to feed to the aquarium's larger animals for when they turn tricks. Wait, did we say turn? We meant do. This machinery probably maintains the pool's salinity, oxygenation, and other technical stuff that doesn't interest you. The sign is a list of precautions, such as high salt content pool, remove fillings before swimming. An incredibly sexy woman, the hotel's mermaid, stands by the edge of the pool.
Yeah.
She stands before you, totally unself-conscious of her near nakedness. That's encouraging.
Yes?
They smell like 1/4 moisturizing cream. Slow down, buckaroo. If the fates decree it, it'll happen. Okay, it's settled. You would die for her.
Who are you? What are you doing here? And how did you get in? This is a restricted area.
Me? I'm Larry. Larry Laffer. I found a key that fits this door. That's kind of what I do.
Wow, points for boldness then, Mr. Laffer.
Call me Larry.
Okay, Larry. I'm Jasmine.
So what do you do here?
I work here. I ride Mr. Wiggles bareback.
Mr. Wiggles is a very, very lucky man.
Mr. Wiggles is my whale. Don't act like you didn't know that.
I'm just trying to be charming.
Maybe it's working.
Jasmine, how do you hold your breath so long? I can't swim across a kiddie pool underwater. You must have great lungs.
Yeah, I guess I'm just well endowed.
You can say that again.
Come again?
Yes. What? How did you know?
Huh?
Let's start over. Jasmine, how do you hold...
Yeah, I guess...
You can say that.
Come again?
Yeah.
Huh?
So Jasmine, tell me, how does one get a gig doing nothing but whaleback riding?
Oh, I do much more than that. Riding Mr. Wiggles is just the fun part. I also get to feed him and clean up after him when he gets sick and carefully cleanse his blowhole.
Really? That's funny. I've got a...
Don't go down that path, Larry. You'll blow it.
I've got a feeling. A feeling that that's a terrible job. Why don't you quit?
What? And give up show business?
Gee, Jasmine, for a girl who's around fish all day, you sure do smell good.
Oh, thank you. It is difficult to stay fresh.
Your perfume is fantastic.
Thanks, Larry. I guess you could say that I'm somewhat of a perfume connoisseur.
Larry, a connoisseur, is one who understands the details, techniques, and principles of an art, and is competent to act as a critical judge.
I actually knew that. So, you understand the details, techniques, and principles of perfume and are competent to act as a critical judge?
Exactly. Gosh, Larry, it's like you know me. Inside and out.
Inside? Wow. Just wow.
Perfume's my passion. I have literally 1,000 perfumes. Some of them are really, really, really expensive. I don't think there's one I don't have.
You always wear perfume?
Oh, yes. A lot of the time, that's all I wear.
Oh my God! Oh my happy, happy God! Well then, I guess it's safe to assume you don't need more perfume.
Are you kidding? I'm dying for something new, something fresh, something original. But at this point, I don't think there's a man on Earth who could come up with that.
There's your cue, Larry. But where are you going to find a unique perfume that she's never smelled before?
It's great to meet you, Jasmine. I'll be back in a flash with something you're going to love.
No need to hurry, Larry. I'm about to go on break, but I really hope I see you later.
You walk through a little maze of twisty passages, all alike, until you find your way back to civilization. You turn the bolt with the key and enter the aquarium. There's nobody here.
Jasmine must have gone on break.
Mr. Wiggles seems to be taking a break.
Ooh, big water.
It's so weird how Mr. Wiggles' blowhole seems to follow you around the room. You lovingly pet Mr. Wiggles, something you do almost every night.
Hi there, little fella. Who's a cute sperm whale? You are. That's who.
Mr. Wiggles gives you the cold, wet shoulder. Larry, how could you even think of doing something like that? After all, this is a male whale. You absolutely, positively never fail to impress us with your perversion. There's a squid sticking out of the creel. You never know when a recently deceased squid will come in handy.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome to Chef Jeff's American Tavern Bar and Grill with the all-day, all-night buffet. TV chef Jeff Hillary's First Lost Wages restaurant features many of the signature dishes from his popular program. Kapwing! More onion powder! But oh no, somebody has spilled 12 globs of food that aren't from the buffet. Can you find all the poorly hidden globs of extra food? It's good old Jewish American cuisine, buffalo chicken soup. It's a recipe stolen from Wolfgang Schmuck, oven-roasted ginger with Mary Ann. Nobody knows what's really under that deep-fried batter, but if you ask them in the kitchen, they'll say, "You mean the anchovy nuts?" and burst into uncontrollable laughter. As there are a lot of gamblers here from the Mideast, it's not unusual to see a warming tray of awful falafel waffle ala ala. This rich, gluey dish is paste of yesterday's root vegetables. This is one of the most popular dishes in Lost Wages, roasted lamb skank in a tart sauce. It's an example of fusion cuisine, miso-sari. It's just a bin of factory-dried and flaked jicama that was reconstituted, extruded, puzzled over, and finally chucked in a saucepan with some leftover fish broth. This tray of Newman y Alfredo has been sitting here for 50 years. What, you're worried? It's a bin of hearty, stick-to-your-teeth, steel-cut goat meal. It's the restaurant's special experiment of the day, chef's regrets. The buffet features that popular appetizer from the 60s, liver in a blanket. It's one of Imriel Lagasse's recipes, okra mucus and aspic. It's a bin of quinoa, just quinoa.
Ugh, no, anything but that.
Whatever it is, it's got that milky, opaque look of semi-liquid scallops, only with a yellowish skin on it. It's one of those hot sauce bottles with a catchy name that dares you to use it. This squeeze bottle is designed to hold just enough mustard to make a loud farting sound whenever it's squeezed. This draws disgusted stares and discourages repeat use. It's a squeeze bottle with ketchup and water in a 3-to-7 ratio. This is just a virulent bin of last week's house-made mac and hollandaise, separating and clumping and curdling as we speak. These lightly sautéed ragweed sprouts in a light lemon and histamine dressing will bring tears to your eyes and nose. Congratulations! You've found a sample of Chicago-style food. A 5-inch thick blob of underbaked pizza crust with bratwurst oil dribbled all over it. Congratulations! You found a sample of American Chinese food. Mugu nafsed. Congratulations! You found a sample of good old American Midwest cuisine. Molten urinal cake. Congratulations! You found a sample of cozy Maine cuisine. Old chum. Congratulations! You found a sample of Northeastern cuisine. New England clam chunder. Congratulations! You found a sample of American Southern cooking. Roadkill in a dishwasher. Congratulations! You found a sample of the politically correct vegan's delight, locally discarded kimchi. Congratulations! You found a sample of Nolan's Fare, fried green lunch meat. Congratulations! You found a sample of great traditional French food, crème brûlée. Congratulations! You found a sample of Nouvelle Cuisine, deconstructed glop. Congratulations! You found a sample of lutefisk. Congratulations! You found a sample of modernist cuisine, toast-filled ravioli on buttermilk froth. Congratulations! You win the Leisure Suit Larry Disgusting Buffet Hidden Object game. You get a bottle of hot sauce.
Yeah, baby.
Don't leave that where a mediocre celebrity might stumble over it and sue you. You hold the squid out to the cat. You quickly grab one of the used syringes lying all too plentifully around Lost Wages. With a startling adeptness that raises questions about what you do in your free time, you extract the fluid from the cat's musk glands. The cat runs off without so much as a vengeful backwards glance that might foreshadow a sequel, or at least a really bloody scene later. Congratulations! You've got the best available local civet.
Score!
Yeah, baby.
The only thing you might accomplish by talking to that is getting yourself institutionalized.
You're a stinky breath today.
You let yourself in. Jasmine's still on break, Larry, but by the time you make that perfume, she'll probably be back. It's all dark and fleshy and moist in there. Carefully, you tip the hot sauce bottle into Mr. Wiggles' blowhole and pour out the entire contents. Bubbles rise to the top of the sauce as it slowly glugs down into the whale's inner recesses. Don't try this at home.
Easy there, big fella. He can't take any more. He's gonna blow!
Deep within the aquarium, the overspiced whale gives a mighty heave. Something floats to the surface of the aquarium. Mr. Wiggles swims away, snorking constantly. Unless you miss your guess, and you usually do, Mr. Wiggles has upchucked some ambergris. It could be something else, but let's just not go there. That will be a sure buzzkill if you expect any sex tonight. From here, it smells pretty much like all the other whale vomit you've ever smelled. You kneel and scoop the water towards yourself until the ambergris is within reach. It's gooey and revolting, and you stick it in your pocket without a second thought. You're not really capable of second thoughts.
Yeah, baby.
That leisure suit really helping you get the girls, huh?
Don't ask.
And that'll be $22, Mac. Thanks, kid.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I want to do some serious damage. Give me a vodka.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the vodka. Instead, you carry it around in the shot glass because you simply never know when you'll need a shot of vodka.
Yeah, baby.
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
You read off the strange password you discovered in the John.
Ken sent me?
Hey, I'm not in the rough trade. Do you wanna get busy? You can start by taking off your clothes.
You strip off your jacket. You strip off the rest of your clothes. Once more under the breech.
Ooh. Yes! Yes! Nope.
Well, that was better, honey. At least this time we didn't have all the whining and the crying and the fussing. And the questions. Oh, God, all the questions.
But it didn't feel fulfilling.
Yeah, I hear you. I didn't feel filled either.
I think it has to be with someone I love, who loves me. I vow to continue my quest until I please my heart, not just my other organs.
Great. That'll give me a break.
Either get dressed again or get down to business. You put all your clothes back on. Trying your luck again, Larry?
Yes.
But this time you come up empty-handed. Suddenly, you feel an uncomfortable twinge. The twinge grows into a pang. The pang grows into a pain in the wang. Then there's this slightly bursting and dying sensation. Didn't your mother ever teach you not to go out in the rain without wearing your lubbers? The lady upstairs is a human petri dish.
He's alive! Alive!
You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
You read off the strange password you discovered in the John.
Ken sent me?
You strip off your jacket. You strip off the rest of your clothes. You carefully guide the condom onto your tumescent little Larry. Smart man, now get crackin'. Once more under the breech.
Ooh. Yes! Yes! Nope.
Lord, that took forever.
You're welcome. But I still have to find the right person for the...
You are speaking for yourself, right?
Yeah, baby.
You carefully remove the condom and dispose of it in the pile of other used condoms. Smart thinking, Larry. You just saved yourself a lot of public embarrassment. You put all your clothes back on. You attach the bungee cord securely to the fire escape. You hook the other end of the bungee cord to your belt loop.
What could possibly go wrong with this arrangement?
You can't reach it from up here. With the bungee attached, you hurl yourself off the fire escape.
Gotcha. Yeah, baby.
Ta-da!
And the judges give it a 10. You accidentally lost the hammer in the window, but that's okay. You won't need it anymore. You got the pills. You unhook yourself from the bungee cords and dispose of them in the dumpster below. You won't need them anymore either. This is getting to be a habit with you.
Taxi!
Good going, Larry. With the vodka poured into the bottle, the cabbie has no way of knowing you're traveling with alcohol.
Where'll it be, pal? That'll be an even 20. Thanks, kid.
These gorgeous exotic West Polynesian dong catchers are thriving in the desert heat. It's nice to know something is thriving around here. Somehow, a beautiful jasmine plant is managing to survive the dry climate. You stealthily snitch a large, fragrant jasmine blossom.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Larry, I was wondering where you'd gone. You have anything for me?
You pull out your Eau de Larry and lay it on her.
What is this?
I call it Eau de Larry.
Oh, Larry, Eau de Larry. Ooh.
Did someone just yodel? Anyway, it's the first in my new line.
Really? I didn't realize you were a parfumier.
Why, yes. Yes, I am. Ever since before. And I created this scent just for you. In fact, I've created several scents today just thinking about you. But this is the only one I bottled.
Intriguing.
Jasmine opens the bottle, waves it in the air, and inhales the lingering aroma.
You bad boy. It's Jasmine.
What else?
She inhales again.
And is that civet?
Sort of.
Ooh la la. And there's something else. Tabasco?
Well, maybe just a little. Do you like it?
It's a very unusual combination. There's something else. Something rare and valuable.
That's right. Wow, Jasmine, your nostrils are like two beautiful bloodhounds.
My God, you know just what to say, don't you? Is that ambergris?
Exactly.
How exotic.
And it's from Mr. Wiggles, too.
What?
You'd be surprised. Huge whale like that, you just give him a little bitty bottle of Tasteless Dave's Butt Burner hot sauce.
What?
Of course, you can't dilute it in the aquarium water. You have to pour it straight into the blowhole.
What? You gave hot sauce to Mr. Wiggles? You screaming douche puppet!
Screaming what now?
How dare you assault a defenseless whale?
Defenseless? He weighs 40 tons!
Mr. Wiggles is my best friend. You're horrible! I never want to see you again. Get out and don't come back.
So I bet you don't want to know how I got the civet.
Get out!
How about we make passionate love just once, for old time's sake?
Get out! Get out! Get out!
You recognize that? It's one of those little kits with rubber patches and a bottle of special glue. It's for fixing minor holes in rubber and vinyl items. You snag the little kit.
Yeah, baby.
Whoa, fancy schmancy. This must be the entrance for the High Roller Suites. And who's that behind the counter? Does she come here often? Can she date hotel residents? What if they're only pretending to stay here? This is an original Anthony Velez from his Seduction series. It's called Trying to Get That Last Little Bit. You're supposed to use your imagination about what she's licking. Unfortunately, the model spoiled the mystique by revealing that she was just trying to make her mole wet and glossy. This painting is an original Lisa Asmi from her Pleasure and Pain series. The title is Toe Caught Under Refrigerator.
That's odd. Why is there a statue of Donald Trump here?
This was painted by that immortal artist, Jeffrey Burns, who's painted some of the most famous buttocks in Hollywood. This is either Farrah Fawcett or Ryan O'Neal. They're both pretty. It's probably the door to a luxury suite. A security guard with an amazing pair of guns is stationed by the desk.
Hands off. I can't allow you to touch my weapons.
A security guard. She smells like leather and authority.
I love leather and authority.
You cleverly make eye contact with Faith before talking to her.
Yeah,
They seem to perk up slightly when you talk to them.
My parents once told me that talking to things is the best way to get them to grow. It didn't work for it didn't work for me. Hey, baby, I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
Good evening, sir.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. Look at the guns on this cop.
Charmin.
Baby, I'd like to make your day.
Now there's a fresh new approach.
It must be very boring up here all by yourself.
It is, actually. And it's surprising how tiring it is to stand up here and do nothing all day.
How you must long for male companionship.
What are you, a psychologist? You're very good.
Well, I'm not, board certified. Yeah, that's it. I'm not board certified.
Wow, good save, Larry.
You know, I think the brave men and women who keep our country safe deserve more than we can ever repay.
I guard the penthouses for a couple of filthy rich people who don't even have enemies. It's not quite the same thing.
I know! It's horrible! I mean, it's great. It's very important work. Which is it? I'm not sure what you were getting at.
You're funny, Larry. I just wish this job didn't take so much out of me. It leaves me with so little energy and desire. You know what I mean?
Yes! I mean, as a professional, I've seen a lot of that. So, sweetheart, what's your sign?
Libra, but I'm really on the cusp between Libra and Scorpio. And that's okay because Jupiter is in Sagittarius in my 5th house, so I tend to be less judgmental than you think, like if my rising sign was Leo or something. Now, the moon is in Gemini in my 2nd house, so I...
Mommy, make it stop.
Am not getting along very well with my parents, who are both Taurus. Am I boring you? You look a little glazed.
No. I'm just in awe of the depths of your astrological know-how.
Thank you. You're a wonderful listener.
Thanks. All I really had to do was stand here. So, you got a name or something?
Faith.
Faith? What a gorgeous name.
Thank you. I've always tried to live up to it.
Is that a good sign, or isn't it?
So, Faith, baby, when do you get off?
Usually when I'm with someone romantic.
Say, Faith, I'm only in town for this one night. How about we get together when you get off duty?
You're sweet, Larry, but I don't think I could ever be unfaithful to my boyfriend.
Larry, it seems this one's going to require outside assistance.
Maybe, but right now, I'm working.
You're a man of the world, Larry. Perhaps some sort of medical stimulant would help.
I'll be back, baby. Don't go anywhere without me.
I'm on duty all night. See you later.
Yeah, baby.
You hand over the Spanish fly.
What's this? Recreational drugs?
She opens the bottle and examines the pills.
This looks like the real stuff.
She pops one of the pills.
Oh, yes! I can feel it working. I feel so warm and tingly inside. So ready. Oh, so anxious. I don't know how much longer I can help myself. This is just what I need to put me in the mood. Thank you.
Are you ready?
I sure am. Job be damned, I need it. And I need it now. I'm going home and giving one of these to my boyfriend. We're gonna tear up the sheets. Thanks again. These are great.
Oh well, there are millions of fish in the sea, Larry.
Yeah, but she had something special. Live ammo.
How festive! Somebody's going to have a party. There's a tank of helium, presumably for the balloons.
Yeah,
You score the tank of helium.
Yeah, baby.
You can tell by the gauge of the latex that these are cheap, easily breakable balloons. It's not worth stealing an undependable balloon, even if you needed one, which you don't. You press the button and the penthouse elevator door slides open.
Aha! Progress!
Yeah, baby.
You travel a short distance up in the elevator, down a hall, into another elevator, and up another flight.
Whoa! This is totally wicked! Someday it's gonna be me living in one of these places. And then, watch out, pedestrians! Larry Laffer has a balcony!
The artist Justin McMiniman entitled this piece Blow Me. He describes the painting as a celebration of the jug as a traditional American woodwind instrument. Another in the Justin McMiniman line, this one is called Juice Box. He claims it sums up contemporary American culture as unhealthy, mass-produced, and environmentally ignorant. He also likes it because the word juice box sounds like lady parts. This painting is simply entitled Penis.
Well, I don't get it.
Another in the Justin McMiniman series, this one is entitled 1%. He later explained in an interview that the painting expresses his inner torment that only 1% of women have jugs this large. He also likes it because a jug reminds him of a woman's breasticle. It smells very strongly of other people's bedroom.
There have been men and women together in here. You can tell. It sure is swank, though. And from the artwork, I'm pretty sure this is a man's room. It smells familiar. Yes! Yes! This is so true about dogs and the way they hide bones. It's like, why did you ask for the bone if you were just gonna bury it? Finally, a piece of art that really speaks to me about life. Silk sheets, tiger stripes on the bedspread. I gotta start taking notes.
This is a print of Alex Kotkin's still life, The Fruit of My Loins, 1979, $240 at the Wolfenfrau Gallery. This is a print entitled Bad Mr. Winky by Jason Zisk, who went on to design a line of offensive greeting cards, offensive samplers, and offensive doilies. It's a closet, probably. You open the closet door.
Whoops!
A deflated love doll tumbles out onto the floor. Ever the gentleman, you help her up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Hey, baby. You're beautiful. Want to come with me?
You nod her head.
Score!
You tuck the love doll into your jacket. At least now you don't have to go through the rest of this game alone. You close the closet door.
That's better. Now there's less evidence that I've been here.
You stop and turn around.
Now I know what this room smells like. Adam, I promise to put this to good use. I hope.
The sliding door is unlocked.
Oh, man. Bummer. I spent this whole night looking for a door I can open by sliding a newspaper underneath and poking the key out the other side of the keyhole so that it falls on the newspaper. Every computer game character gets to do that except me. It isn't fair. Oh well, let's see the deck.
You step out onto the balcony and an incredible vista greets you.
Holy shnikes!
You take in the sweeping skyline, the towering 8th-floor casino, the brunette in the hot tub at the neighboring penthouse.
That is positively the most drop-dead gorgeous woman I have ever seen. Imagine how beautiful she must be when you're standing within 100 feet of her.
Larry, haven't you learned not to judge someone by looks alone?
I can't hear you! La 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 la.
A beautiful woman sits in the hot tub regarding you with a mixture of curiosity and expectation. The roof deck is spare but tasteful, which is more than you can say for anything else in this town. You'll need to find a way over there.
It's morphin' time!
That doesn't work here.
Yeah, baby.
You inflate the love doll with the helium. It empties the canister, so you toss it away. And here, nearly 100 feet up in the mysterious troposphere, the breeze and swirling air currents begin to tug at the love doll. Get a good look at her while you still can. Wow, an electronic rendering of a cheap plastic toy's pretend mammary glands with aftermarket nipples. You can't get much closer to real nudity. It's her mouth, or as it's called in the love doll industry, orifice number 1. Red hair-like plastic emerges in regularly spaced tufts from the top of the love doll. If you find her gaze slightly mocking, you're not imagining it. Wow, a good stiff breeze, is there any other kind, kicks up and almost tears her from your hands. Thanks to the lift coefficient generated by your leisure suit's enormous lapels, you feel yourself being pulled upward. The love doll catches a convenient crosswind and she carries you up and away. It's a good thing you've always been a lightweight. You sail closer and closer to the woman of your dreams. You touch down gently on the other deck and stick the landing. You release the love doll and she floats away gently in the moonlight. The woman in the hot tub looks mightily impressed with your dramatic entrance.
Oh my. Your breath. It's indescribably foul.
A beautiful woman sits in the hot tub regarding you with a mixture of curiosity and expectation.
Yeah,
The two of you make direct eye contact. It's like a bolt of lightning goes into your eyes, down your body, and blows your toes off. She gazes at you with amusement and smoldering interest.
Humana, humana, humana.
Hello yourself. I'm Eve.
Hey, gorgeous. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer?
Hi, Larry. What an attractive leisure suit. Oh, I so miss them. It's refreshing to meet a man with so much self-confidence that he's willing to flaunt the fickle trends of fashion mores and deeply travel the road of his own secure masculinity.
Was she talking to you, Larry?
So I just dropped in to say hello. Get it? Dropped in?
Larry, it was one of the most foolish, spectacular, romantic things I've ever seen, and I'll never forget it. Well, it kills the mood a little when you do that.
This reminds me of a big glass of champagne.
You can join me, if you promise not to add any bubbles of your own.
Well, Eve, I've always felt it's a look that's right for me. A man has to do what a man has to do. That's what I always say.
I agree completely. I'm so tired of men who wear or say anything just to gain a woman's favors.
You clearly would never do anything like that, Larry.
And I so love what you are wearing.
You have a sense of humor. Oh, Larry, you are one special man. I've been watching you, Larry. Larry Laugher. You try too hard, but you have a good heart. Why don't you slip into this water and we'll see if we can really get to know each other.
What? Yes. Of course I'd like to join you. In fact, I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more. Give me a minute, Eve.
Don't keep me waiting too long, Larry. I could catch a chill all by myself in here.
The water is just a little under body temperature. Immersing yourself would be immensely pleasurable. You strip off your jacket. You strip off the rest of your clothes. You slip into the hot tub. You take no time to adjust to the water's temperature, since you really can't feel anything right now except the deafening beat of your own heart.
That's better, isn't it?
Yeah. At the risk of appearing trite, would you like an apple?
Trite? Hardly. I've been waiting for something. Anything from you, Larry. Besides, I'm horny as hell, and you're the only man in sight.
Let's go. Me first.
And with that, she disappears under the churning water.
Congratulations, you finally got Larry off to a great start. I'm Al Lowe. And speaking of great starts, I want to thank the thousands of Kickstarter backers who made this game possible, and the amazing talented folks whose names will soon appear here. Thank you for reloading Leisure Suit Larry.
Sometimes we give our hearts away too easily to any Johnny-come-lately with a pretty face and a good story. So I'm dedicating this song to a sly little guy I like to call Equity Crowdfunding. Sweetheart, our flight of passion had a quick start, but now I've nothing but a sick heart, watching your numbers rise and rise. Up late, hoping to hear your latest update. but I've run out of love to donate. There aren't any tears left in my eyes. I'm tracking, you're backing, I hear you saying that you adore me. I'm paying to stay in, but will you stretch your goals for me? Sweetheart, our love has made me a bit street smart. You give my motor such a kickstart. I pledge my heart and all I can to you.